Hey y'all, Pat Waters. I'm in Waxahachie at Getzendaner Park, and I run across this beautiful lady here painting on this big heart here, Miss Julie Law. Julie, will you tell our viewers what's going on here?
Well, the city is doing an art beautification project, and what they did was, like, if you've seen the cows on parade in Chicago or different cities that have beautiful big sculptures and they're hand painted by the various artists. And what our city did was they bought the 10 hearts we're placing around town, and then the companies in town that wanted to sponsor each one hire the artists. And then I was hired to paint KBEC's Heart. And on this side, I'm doing a lot of our iconic buildings in town, since this town was built in 1854. And on the back side, we're going to do all of the local musicians from this county, from Ellis County, a lot of like Ernest Tubbs and a lot of artists that were formed in this area. So we're going to do that in black and white on the back.
See, I was thinking you could put a picture of me, because Jim and Kenneth out at KBC, they're good friends of mine, and they play Pat Waters. So do you want me to pose? You can just put my face on there?
We can do that.
I tell you what, you're a tremendous artist.
Well, thank
beautiful
you.
work. And,
thank you.
We appreciate your hospitality, and hope we didn't scare you when we walked up on you. But
no.
Hey folks, on your next drive across Texas, you need to come to Getzendaner Park. Check out these wonderful hearts around this great town of Waxahachie, Texas. Miss Julie Law, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And y'all remember now, that baby's coming from a Texan. Adios.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm going to let Miss Julie talk to you a little bit about something very, very special that she told me about, the way that she's decorating this heart for KBEC radio here in Waxahachie, Texas. And go ahead and tell them about your son, Julie.
I had a beautiful son who just went to be with the Lord 2 months ago. And when Jim from KBEC hired me, he said the one stipulation is he wanted Julian skating down the road with his guitar on his back. My son was an amazing musician, very, very talented and anointed, and he was hit by a car 2 months ago and went to be with the Lord. So I know he's up there watching over me and praying for me, and I know that he's going to be really happy. It's just an emotional day. I'm getting ready to start painting him now.
I tell you, that's phenomenal. It's amazing. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
You know, people come into your life for a reason.
Yes.
And we appreciate you coming into ours. We
Thank
really
you.
do. Y'all remember now, that baby's coming from a Texan. Adios. Hey folks, welcome back to Drive Across Texas. We just left Julianne Law down at the park here in Waxahachie, and we tracked down KBEC and Mr. Jim Phillips. We're going to go in here and meet with him and see what this whole beautification deal in Waxahachie, Texas is about. So y'all follow me. Hey Jim, how are you, sir?
Jim Phillips, nice to meet you.
Pat Waters, pleasure to meet you, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. I know you own the station here, and you get a million calls. And
welcome to Waxahachie.
well, I tell you, I
love having you here.
It's a great town, great town.
It really is.
You know, we were very fortunate that we were down at the park today. We met a lady, I guess a mutual friend now, Julianne Law, and she's
definitely.
yeah, she's painting some stuff on a heart. She said it was a beautification program, and she said you were very instrumental in that. And so just kind of wanted to come up here and get the whole scoop about that from you.
You know, Julianne is true. She's a saint, to be real candid about things, Pat. She is part of a group here in Waxahachie that has always been very active in the arts, always been an active painter. She's done a mural in downtown Waxahachie. She actually painted part of the city hall. She painted a mural on the outside of our building. And the whole heart situation came about. The city of Waxahachie, I don't know how much of the history you know, but Places in the Heart, the old movie with Sally Fields, was filmed here. And so the marketing director for the city, a great lady by the name of Amy Borders, came up with this idea that she wanted to bring in 10 different hearts into Waxahachie. But she had the money to buy the physical heart, but she didn't want to necessarily do the outlay of the cash for the design of the heart and the look or whatever. So she went to different businesses and she said, hey, would you be interested in sponsoring this? So when Amy came to us, I said, Amy, I'll do it in a heartbeat, but I got one condition. I said, I don't care where the KBEC Heart goes, but I want Julianne Law to paint it. And so as Julianne came to me, and all of her artwork, by the way, is on the walls here at KBEC, we collaborated on the concept. And you know how that is being in music. So one person's got to be the writer, one person's got to be the singer, whatever. Well, I'm the money guy, and I'm a basic small part of the concept. But what I told Julie is, I said, I want a mural that represents Waxahachie. And I don't know if you've looked at both sides of our mural. Did you happen to look on the front and the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the front side of it, the concept that Julie came up with was she wanted to catch all of the iconic things that represent Waxahachie. But we never wanted to lose, how do I say this politely? We never wanted to lose the heart of the heart. And the heart of the heart in Waxahachie is our people, it's our architecture, it's our look. Everybody's seen our courthouse. Our courthouse is the second most photographed thing in all of Texas, only behind the Alamo. Everybody knows it, everybody's seen it. It's iconic in that regard. But so are all of our gingerbread homes. We're known as the Gingerbread Trail capital of Texas. And so we wanted to bring that in as well. And then, I don't know if you know the term, have you ever heard of Easter eggs?
Easter eggs?
Easter eggs hidden in pictures from an artistic standpoint.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. An Easter egg in an artist picture is something that only the artist and possibly the person that commissions it know that are in the picture.
Okay.
And so it's something that personalizes it, yet something that maybe brings a special meaning to it. In Julianne's case, the heart that she painted for KBEC was done at a time when she had a very heavy heart. She had recently lost her son. He was 22 years old at the time.
Julian.
Yes. Julian had passed away. The last piece of artwork that Julian and Julianne did together was the mural that's on the outside of our building here.
Wow, and I looked at that a while ago, the barbed wire up top,
The
of course,
bob-
the KBC and the call letters.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So with that being the case, I told her point blank, I said, between you and I and the fence post, your son will be on this mural in some way, shape, or form. And so with that, she accepted that. She did it with a lot of tears and a lot of heavy hearts. But I said, no, we want him to live on in infamy. The fun part of it from my perspective, from KBEC and the radio side of it was, as she painted the front side, I just was in awe. But the back side of it, we really never knew what we wanted to do. It was one of those, all right, we got two sides to this, what do we do? So we're standing there one day looking at the back side of it, and there's the Waxahachie Chautauqua, okay? And the Chautauqua is, I forget exactly when it was built, sometime in the 1880s. But the beauty of it was the place to play when you came to Waxahachie.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you saw the artists that have played in it, but I mean, it's got Ernest Tubbs, Boxcar Willie, Blind Melon Jefferson, guys that are just iconic names within Texas music. And we thought, all right, we got to have the ultimate band, you know, we got to put them up. And so that concept came together pretty quickly. A good friend of ours, Sam Taylor, I got to give him the shout out because Sam did all of the research on it. He was the producer and director for ZZ Top, and he lives over in Ennis, Texas. And I said, Sam, tell me who I contact to find out the best of the best Ellis County musicians of all time. Give you an example of one that didn't make the cut, nothing against the lady, but Dale Evans.
Wow.
Dale Evans grew up in Italy, Texas. The downside to it was, if you think about her work, she was more of an actress than she really was a musician.
Absolutely.
So we said, all right, let's kind of narrow it and let's only use musicians. And then the concept was, well, do we only do country musicians? Well, for whatever reason, the east side of Waxahachie has a very long and strong history within African-American Mississippi blues music, back to the 1920s and 1930s.
That's good stuff.
And that's great stuff.
Yes.
So we brought that in, and yet we did stay true to, you know, the founding father, Ernest Tubbs, and all the rest of that.
That's right. I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal idea. And one thing I love about coming to Waxahachie is, you know, we do episodes in all 254 counties in this great state of Texas. And this is an idyllic, small Texas town. I mean, you've got the community, you can feel the love and the compassion of everybody in town. And you know, it just makes my heart smile because I'm an advocate of, you know, this world needs a lot more love, help each other, and you know, y'all are a perfect example of that, and we appreciate that. It's always refreshing to come to Waxahachie, and appreciate your hospitality and taking the time out to visit with me, my friend.
You, my friend, are welcome here
You
anytime,
bet.
any place.
You bet.
Thank
Folks,
you so
I'm
much.
telling you, man, Mr. Jim Phillips, the owner of KBEC, y'all need to stop by and say hi to him on your next drive across Texas. Y'all remember now, the baby's coming from a Texan. Adios.